Anyway, I will see you on this section. I'm going to go do a lap of trail and hopefully see you from there. Live the faith, ride it out. I had to take a little bit of a detour. I don't know if you guys can see this, but some people from my church know the story about getting chased up a hill by a wild turkey. Turkeys are my nemesis. Long story short, I was at Stony Creek he's limping. I feel bad for him. I feel bad. He won't be chasing me. But yeah, I came up on a turkey coming on a hill uphill at Stony Creek, and he decided to chase me up a hill. It had to be the funniest chase ever. At max speed of about 3 miles an hour, and a turkey beating the snot out of a fat guy going up a hill. So I feel bad this guy's limping. So I was just leaving the pump track here and getting back on with Novi Trail, or Novi Tree Farm, Lakeshore Trail, whatever we call it. Like I said, this trail reminds me, if you're a motorcyclist or a car enthusiast who likes to travel and tour, this reminds me of the Tail of the Dragon. You're hardly ever going straight. Just turn after turn after turn. A little bit of rolling terrain. Some nice technical stuff. One of my favorite sections of the trail is here. It's just past the crater. I think it's just called the Crater Loop. But oddly enough, I don't know if I mentioned it before, this is my second remedy. The first one, every time I brought it out here, I blew a hub. So I think I went through a total of seven hubs here. And all this place is short, punchy climbs. It's not like anything extended. It's about 10 miles of trail, and not a lot of elevation for descending, but yet I blew through about 7 Bontrager hubs, and most all of them were through here. Hey, Emmanuel. Normally, this would be where the trail ends. They said it's about a 10-mile lap. You come out into Lakeshore Park here. Oh look, there's a few more little toys to play on. I parked over by the skills park and the pump track, so we're going right back in. This is what the beginning looks like. Yeah, I'm not pedaling. There we go. I guess the more I pedal, potentially the more calories I burn, right? And since I'm a big guy, I gotta burn some calories. And no, I'm not riding hard at the moment because it gives me a chance to talk. For the most part, this is a pretty easy section. But it's fun. You can see not a lot of going straight. Lots and lots of turns. This section right here, I believe, is called Limey's Loop. It's one of the most difficult black diamond section here. It's pretty technical. It's more old school technical. It's gonna wind around, and then there's a ridge line over here. It's gonna meander up and down that ridge line several times with some interesting features and a really tight switchback turn. See, some people have just gone straight there, kind of taking the fun out of it. I don't know if it's like this in other states, but apparently this year, Michigan chipmunks, really aggressive. Or not bright, whichever way you want to look at it, but they were just plain suicidal. They seem to be running out onto the trail more than ever. So this section of hill here has claimed a few of those Bontrager hubs I was talking about. And yeah, it's a climb, but it's a short, punchy climb. And that's about all there is to that. I don't know that the GoPro is honestly gonna do this turn justice. This switchback, I remember guys going years before they actually could navigate it. It's not the worst in the world, but I do remember guys going years before they could get that. Really follow it up. So, where we roll out of Limey's Loop into the next section, which I cannot remember the name of. 754 Loop. I always called it something else, I guess. Coming into the Lost Loop in the crater area. Now, I'm working on them. This is the site of the infamous crater. Lots of things have happened on this. A guy who used to go by, I think his name was Adam, went by K2 Beast. He started hucking that way, so we followed. We hucked across this gap. Corey Ross, you can see this tree used to be here. Corey Ross has ridden across this tree. Andy B, Corey, Nate, Dan, and I, and a few others. But flying out of that, doing a lot of doing jumping clinics here several times. A number of us and over the years have, I'm sure, done them, but I've done a couple on group rides. Just stopped and worked with people, helped them learn how to jump back when I could. And when I was still more of the free ride guy, riding cross country to try and bring awareness to free ride, if you will. But yeah. This trying it with the suspension open on the rear. I don't know if that'll make a difference. Probably make it a little harder to jump, but a little easier to do the first section. Well, now we're into what I seem to find is one of my most favorite sections of trail. There's just something about it that just rolls, flows. It's not hard by any stretch of the imagination. It's just got some nice feel to it. I think it's the Swamp Loop is what I think its technical name is. Well, everybody, that's a wrap on Novi Tree Farm, aka Lakeshore Trail in Novi, Michigan. Make it a point to come out here. These guys do a real good job maintaining this trail. Check out the pump track, the skills park and everything. Session that, and then make it a day for doing a cross-country lap or two. Look forward to seeing you out on the trail. Live the faith, ride it out, and have a good one.